game plan, it seems.
Look at
King with the lurk.
Look at team chat.
Wins that fight against Rudy.
Okay.
Manages to escape as meanwhile we do have the fight from Leviathan. Aspas pushing
Moose is
forward.
getting huge kills right now.
They can't get position right now for C9 to get the lockdown as Moose rotated all the way over towards Orange.
Can they see him when they cross if he's looking from
players
snow?
left though, Mazzino and Aspas, and those may be the only 2 players you need. The jiggle out,
yeah,
nice shot by Oxy. Mazzino alone, headshot onto Oxy on a 1v1. Oh, he just moves.
Wait, what?
Oh my god, he's
There's an opportunity there.
Yeah, trigger blow? What is that?
But Mazzino still wins the Red Bull clutch.
Grooming these NA teams, and then you watch them play matches, and they don't take. No, they're not funny. It's so annoying. I will say it. No, they take every timing in scrims, every one in scrims. Then they go to a match and they hide like little kittens.
Oh my god, he said it.
My God.
But like who?
C9.
He said it.
C9, dude. I said it. I said it.
We're still scrimmers?
He could be getting alt on this one.
I learned him a little bit, but it's funny.
See, that's what I like about Jordan. He just says, it says what I'm thinking.
What the? Who was that? Oh my god.
You've only saying what you've been thinking.
No, I haven't. I
Yes, you have.
I call you good all the time. I promise you I don't think that.
As moves unfortunately cannot connect the shares. Dash across on the other end. Zeppa at least gets
This is a good fallback.
But it definitely looks like it's going to be Leviathan's round. So Vanity has something to say. Sees the bull at the top of Calm, who drops down
he
towards
owns
the orb with support from his teammates.
This game is what we call a palate cleanser for the real game.
Ready to a Vandal.
An absolute formality, some would
Things
say.
done, but as soon as the wall came up, to just try to get him in position outside of rafters to look back towards the orb.
4A. If there's a round to win for C9,
If they win 6 rounds in a row,
To come out.
they probably still lose.
Moment on the text. Reckoning comes out to be replied by Leviathan. Slurs by Zeppa just as slowly.
bang!
Nice shot. Oh, he's feeling it too much.
As Aspas is trying to find some
Get him,
verticality
Oxy.
up on the top of Jenny.
We're so back.
Zeppa
I'm telling you,
as he drops King. As the
It's
advantage
doable.
continues for Cloud9. Locked down to prevent the plant from even coming through. And this will slow things down for a bit.
40
What's the
seconds
move?
left.
What's the move? Just
Good
go B,
anchor
right?
now by Cloud9. Vanity still staying in position, expecting to get a party here. But if they can get a plant, there is comms all.
Like right now, if I'm C9, I'm turning around. I'm looking for calm.
Never say never. Vanity's going to get the first
Only
peek here. The
inevitable.
rotation is going to a 2-2 for DC9's defense.
There it is.
Vanity's one. He needs one.
Trying to jump
Vanity's
spot it out.
round.
He needs 3, bro.
He's
This
just
has to
trying
be clean.
play a one and done and prevent the plant from happening. Orb comes up early.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Did we all
Oh,
think so?
no.
The fight against
my God.
Calm. Like
Yep.
15 seconds left.
That's my go.
Support moves on the
One
top
enemy
B.
remaining.
Now
You don't win
make
this
things
easy, though.
more difficult here
Okay,
for Mazzino, who
baby.
does manage to get
Time.
I don't like it.
But
Okay.
no
There's no
time
time,
in the end.
so I like it.
C9 so far. They get the third round, but
We're so back.
been some very to win on their end.
B long.
I said, isn't the best scrim team 100
towards
Bs?
A, so Leviathan go back to a little bit more of this default.
I haven't screwed those guys yet.
One more.
I think they're scared.
Close. And got between
Yeah, that's what they
both players on
are.
the A side.
Scared.
There's information there.
Wait, no, it makes
Now we'll
sense.
just
They're
slow
not
down
gonna be-
Leviathan.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah,
Has
yeah.
been dropped down
No,
on the B
it's 'cause
side.
But they're scared though. They're scared.
They're scared.
Wait, I forgot we were playing.
He actually thought they were scared. He actually thought they were scared.
Make that
Oh.
first.
I actually.
He gets
I thought you were trolling, and you're that's obviously, but
No, I'm dead serious.
oh my god,
Bro, I just show
Very
up to say
defensive
no.
position, instantly gained by.
you've earned the right. You've earned the right to just show up. I'm not gonna lie.
Respond
You have
back.
earned the right to just show up.
Screens, ready to get the retake on both sides. This could be a res as well once they clear it. Yep.
And I like it. Zeppa made sure he looked down towards bottom
welcome
mid
back.
just in case. And with that,
They have a
Leviathan thinks there's less
sick
players
wall.
now towards the A side, so they engage.
Wait,
very
you missed that
quickly,
wall,
tempo
right?
up towards the A
I was
side.
just gonna ask.
Three
I feel like you
players
can jump over that.
waiting for them. Tex, all in control on the right side of the site.
What an old
Nice
team.
little pit to play the post plant
Yeah,
long
this guy's
range
dead.
now. Set down by King. But the sprays are coming. Vanity's trying to find a timing. Mazzino solo on HP. There is that tap, the swing on the end. He does get that win on Mazzino. Oxy finally connects on the
down.
Got bomb done,
but
yeah.
the spike still has been planted.
That's what we're
Viper's
celebrating.
still up, so the pit's still up.
mean, it's something,
King is
but they're
moving all the way
fucked.
back towards jail.
This ult is
There's only two
ridiculous.
players
He
left
just
now,
hit jail.
for C9, and that's Vanity and Rudy. And make that
Right, Sam? Insane.
This ult is insane.
roster.
It's actually
Top of the A
insane.
tower.
Sam's favorite ult.
At least something
How he's doing it right
requiring
now.
silence. Forced to give his position away with the
That's
Vandal as he
it.
drops down.
NT, 9-3.
For him.
Only curse is the only thing helping
Chat,
them out.
talk to me. Talk to me, chat.
It's how they control the post plant that's going to be the question. These two sheriffs still alive to just Osboxes and some goes for Leviathan. But this is gonna be pretty full util coming back in here for Leviathan as they hold it.
I like this too.
Free planet.
Using your orb and set.
But
Yeah.
all right, we're just gonna set up.
Got skill buying guns?
Look at this. Look at this. The skin. I love this, showing off the Talon skin. But he got the opportunity. He knows the observers. Oh, that was nasty.
No shot.
That was
Flick.
one.
He's very talented player.
I love it. He just keeps showing the skin.
Do it again.
He knows the observers are watching him.
You guys want to buy some skins?
That's so great.
That's it. Still,
Look, that just won me over. That just won my heart over right there.
You're gonna buy a bundle?
I might have to buy the Talon capsule now. That Governor just made me a big time fan.
Do it more. I mean, why not, right? It's just you're down to the last player.
Okay, let's analyze. I'm actually curious. Arbor over Viper.
Still pretty darn impressive.
Yeah.
Not playing.
Poor Zest. A couple great kills in that round for Zest, but he loses to that classic, and at least he's got a good attitude about it. I mean, yeah, look, you're stuck in spawn. You know you're like 99% dead. Ooh.
Ready updraft.
Again, mechanically. Back to it. Just tiny little exchanges. Trying to take space up over by green, but unfortunately feels that it's a little bit too hot for their liking.
Yeah,
around.
Yeah, if you get close enough there,
Okay, assume off this alarm bot, Harbor is gonna,
quite able to find it.
whatever the fuck it's called, do the big wall.
Take Ye down under the tube.
High tide.
Catching Ye, trying to cut him off, but Rella just has to get out. There's no hope for him.
Still has his utility.
Or
around
they
the
should have
side,
played full
so now
retake every time,
Frank
and then use the high tide?
Unfortunately, the spike goes down first. So it's going to be that retakes game. I mean, it's really cool that Talon has the option to leave either Jit Boys or Surf on that lurk.
There's an ad coming up. Good
And
luck.
they're able to provide so much value because of it. I mean, taking down Ye in that fashion. Now the rest of them just holding from these linear angles. The spike is planted out in the open for them. Darian, though, trying to spray what he can. Able to trade out against Ben. Surf now up in an elevated position up on pipes. Comes back in. Jit Boys with that lurk finally showing its effect. Just Talon again, once more, like we saw in Bind, working the map.
I seriously don't see
really
it.
nicely done. And good post-plant protocols here. The Mosh is going to be used to make sure that the wingman can't get the defuse.
Isn't Harbor stronger
even
than
if the
Viper
code
on
was
attack?
available,
Because
it really
on
wouldn't
Viper,
matter.
once you put the wall
And there was
up-
also the Thrash that Cruz never had to invest, so he's going to be able to hang on to that. Zest is going to have his online
Harbor
as well. So
and
Scary
Viper
has
is
the
good,
reckoning.
but if you're only going to
So some
have
big
the
tools.
one,
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
balance out attack
That's
and
kind
defense.
of something you always got to
So
be thinking about.
one thing could be,
No
even if
doubt.
Harbor is stronger
That
on
is
attack,
a very
he's a
very
lot
dangerous
weaker
weapon
on
in his
defense
hands,
than Viper would
historically.
be. Viper's impact on defense is
He's come
just
over to
as good as it
Pacific.
is on
hasn't
attack.
been as kind of destructive as you would think. But he's gotten a lot of information here. The only thing he's got to worry about is a player coming from Belt, because Darion just left. They're expecting this B hit.
Turn on the casters.
Bleed has read this quite well.
Yeah, off of the timings, not seeing too much around A. Ye is still just able to post up. The rest of the team trying to find and extend their control.
They
of the
know
map
they're
towards this
B.
site, but
Because
Leader
they didn't push
pretty
back
much
the
in position.
offline.
It's good anticipation coming out from this team. High tide at the right time as well. There's a bit of a flash, but Talon are at the ready. I mean, Thrash getting connected as well. Scary has to do it all on his own. He wants to do it all on his own. Able to push up front now, still has to go, but not quite able to take that duel up against Ben. It's going to be Ye with the operator left. Might not be aware that Surf is
unlucky.
right around the corner.
He has no idea. He has zero idea.
Oh, but they've kind of wrapped around each other.
That's, yeah, Ye getting a little bit lucky that there was kind of a misguess by Surf as to where he had gone. They were kind of expecting him to head towards Snowman, but instead it's actually just a full-on hold back towards the A site. But what a setup here from Ban. That flash for Governor was absolutely brilliant. Caught two players with it, got 2 assists, and then got another kill as well from Yellow. That is a phenomenal round here from Ban. Like, really, really, really made this round go. That kill right there on the Scary to secure it. Fantastic work from him.
I mean, it really shows like both teams, you know, with these new rosters, just trying to adjust things, they've managed to, you know, right a lot of wrongs.
All right.
And coming into this series, this matchup, Talon has shown that they can always adjust and adapt, even when they are working against, you know, tougher
I would have preferred
rounds.
Viper Harbor at this point.
Although they did lose Lotus, they managed to come back towards it a little bit at the end. And now on towards Icebox, not backing down from a fight. They're in for this.
Yeah, and look at this. Governor has an op with the blade storms in the back pocket.
Maybe.
You got KO ult for Darion. Chip Boys with a Viper's Pit. Zest never able to use that Thrash in the previous round, so still could be quite a back and forth with some of these ultimates. Flash to get some players off an angle, give themselves a little bit potentially more information there as they heard some of those footsteps that were pinging out
You suck.
Darion's position there. They're going to readjust. Didn't like what they saw onto A, and they're going to be walking in to Ye's op. Let's see how they handle it.
Oh, Ye's backed off.
He's expecting that dizzy. He knows he doesn't have much help.
Heard it. All right. Anticipating someone perhaps coming out on top.
This has to be a one and done. He's got no help.
No,
I mean, it is Ye, but
either. He's a
huge.
little bit too open for my liking.
boy.
Oh, flicks over. He just scoped out at the wrong time. A little bit unfortunate.
If you don't have dash, you can't
But
play there.
very lucky for Talon as they push out. Viper's Pit deployed.
I got the spike.
And domain expanded. I don't know how Bleed is going to try to retake this. Just some blind sprays, but look at how Talon are invading every single one of these bullets. You got the Thrash to try to push through and just capture a little bit more space on it. But Talon are very aware of this, and look at how Chip Boys just instantly peeks off at the off angle to cover his teammate. Bit of an off shot, but nothing all too much apart from that. Bleed has to, yes,
Viper clears.
I'm a bit concerned now for Bleed because that dizzy should have at least caught the attention of one more player from Bleed to slide over to try to help Ye. And then Ye gets caught by the 0 point, and he's in a world of trouble even if he had the dash. Just a really difficult position for Ye to be in on his own. And the flood
Why not
tank
use
for
Silver
Talon,
instead of K or drone?
you know, able to punish that situation.
Are you saying
I
for
think
Bleed?
if I'm Bleed, if I'm scary, you know, you got to be a little bit more on the ball. The comms have got to be a little bit better. If you see,
I mean,
that
I'm just thinking for their defense side right now. I don't really see
that there's a good
the value in Harbor over Viper for defense.
Gecko utility is often, just like Sky, going to be kind of that leading utility that you have to be aware of to make your rotations off of.
It's a little bit odd sometimes.
Placing a round box.
And just to recall, I mean, really quickly,
Doesn't see a cat.
Icebox was also one of the maps that Bleed played towards kickoffs. They had some good performances on it, but it was also on this map that they kind of dropped to global esports. So some questions in my mind right now. They were the ones that left this map open, though. Talon picked the attack. So it's up to Bleed to really adjust around this. They have to show us that they have a strong enough defense. Ye back on the operator. But look at how Talon just surprises and bursts through. Governor with the blades now at the ready. Pops on over through the cascade. Punished by Scary. Good job as Scary tries to backpedal. But unfortunately, Kynic will not work out today. Surf able to pepper him down. The rest of the squad now trying to come back in, but working against the numbers, perhaps just looking for some exit frags, unless they can find an opener.
It's going to have to be a really quick couple kills if Bleed is going to be able to press this.
Good positions. Oh, look at Cruz.
There's nothing you can really do here as Bleed. You can already see Ye is basically in an angle where he's going to be saving, so.
Going to want to back out.
These pushes are not being accounted for by Bleed. You know, there was an early 0 point to check at the tube angle, right as Retlo was placing his alarm bot. And then they're able to kind of push through there, get some big picks, and open up some space. And again, Bleed just isn't able to react in time. So I would like to see a timeout right now from Bleed. You need to start getting this team on the same page in terms of where they're going to be shifting their weight on the map, how they're going to be controlling some of this space. The fact that
and what can they do?
Timer is not ticking down leads me to believe Governor, a great opener.
Yeah.
Enemy down.
I mean, we've seen Governor, still very impressive stuff. You're absolutely right, Paper Thin. Timeout being called. Lost 3 rounds in a row, now trying to find that lead right back in their hands. Frost still as animated as ever. I do wonder what the mood is like on the Bleed comms right now, because at times,
the mood? I can tell you exactly what they're saying. What the fuck are we doing with the Harbor instead of Viper?
And you expect them to kind of deliver
and perform.
If someone's not able to, how do the rest of them feel? How do the rest of them kind of work their way around that? I mean, you cannot let your mentality just, fall apart and crumble, especially when it's the third map.
Right. And I mean, some of those things that were going well for you on Lotus, look at it, he is in pain.
You have too much fucking hair.
It's falling apart pretty quickly. And you can see the pain on his face. Probably isn't real thrilled with what's going on in the comms or in anything. Ye still with that operator.
Right now, for me, my time is 5:30 a.m.
on Zest still, and then it's a Guardian, a Bulldog, and
I'm fucking tired.
But I want to give Ban a ton of credit. I think he's doing a great job on this KO so far, setting up some of these plays for Governor. So some good synergy with your KO and your Jet, something you really like to see. You're gonna on the other end of A.
Did you sleep a bit before? No, I didn't.
Attempting to create a little bit of KO Jet synergy of their own potentially, but again, Ye gets pushed up here so far. So this belt control has to work out. Darion.
Okay, see, if they don't push back Ye, then it's fine. Because they overstack B.
These positions.
But the second they push Ye back.
Yeah, the range for the Stinger, not exactly the best thing. At the very least, Talon aren't exactly around A just yet.
Now the alarm bot's been placed quite a bit further forward for Bleed on B, so I think trying to give themselves opportunities to make those rotations a little bit quicker, but Talon's been pretty good about when they want to.
Okay, they're not pushing Ye back at all. They can always overstack B. They kill up though.
That's a voice line cover.
There it is.
Why is the Gecko by himself
Good call
there?
on all command as well, so teammates can pick him up.
Oh my god, man.
And there is that go signal. You've got the double lurks in the form of Jit Boys as well as Surf, and they're kind of watching each other's backs. This B squad, Team Bravo, doing what they need to do and shutting down some of these rotations. The Ace operator has been taken off of his hands. This was from Bleed's timeout, but Talon picked up the win.
No charges left.
And Talon is just so on the ball in so many different ways. And that combo there with the utility from Ban to really create the space that they need to get that execute going. Scary, I don't know, man. That's not scary. Excuse me, sir.
I mean, this is a horrendous fucking comp. I don't even care.
It's very impressive when he's like lurking like that. Yeah, and Jit Boys too.
Surf wins against Ye. That's the one I'm thinking of as well. It's just everywhere. They're winning
having a blast over there.
I mean, they are completely fired up. They're completely on point.
Okay, same plan.
Same plan.
Same setup. Scary still holding on to the reckoning. What are we gonna do? Talon, on the other hand, is still pumping on these brakes, holding a bit of defaults, at least for the first 10 or so seconds. Bleed not making a move, and pretty soon, once more, it's that Alpha and Bravo squad. You got Serve holding on to the spike.
Well, this time the bombs are towards B, so they're gonna go to Ye.
Wonder what crews Ban and Governor are trying to pull off. Trying to sell a bit of fake perhaps? Picked up the Alt Orb?
If they can get around Ye. But the funny thing is somehow this has never been revealed that he's been doing this, this aggressive position.
I mean, they have to know he's on this line, right?
Just very cautious.
Might be his time to shine. Gets up the first one, reloads, pulls out. Spots Surf right up by the top of belt. Now Governor creating a little bit of presence up around the B site. Reckoning has been sent
30
and spent.
seconds left.
The rest of them now going in for that quick mid to B, but the angle's being held by Bleed. Good little flash. Oh, wow.
Brilliant.
Not spotted at all. Actually, just taking down Retla really quickly. Very safe.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Okay, well, Zest is going to catch him.
Good hold.
10 seconds left.
We're just now going to have to buy time for the rest of the team to rotate over. Meanwhile, Talon are in prime position to actually hold some of these spots. Look at Ban up by Kitchen. As soon as he spots the barrel, Ye tries to peek out, but unfortunately nothing doing. Ben with the double kill to put on top of the board.
Ban is playing so well right now. I love what we're seeing. That flash, perfect on top of Retla. Tried to turn it, couldn't. Get a free kill onto him. Then he's able to hold that kitchen angle. Governor been playing great.
Guys looking walls.
Much more comfortable on that jet. Awesome. And he's so ready. He's so ready for it. Yet to bleed just after that timeout, still not able to find anything. You know, scary there, panicking with that reckoning, expecting some of these fast hits, but Talon's doing a great job baiting out these ultimates, baiting out this utility. Ye does have the blade storm.
I don't know about all this. They just have to start pushing at this point. Push down mid, push up B.
To see them just kind
Don't
of
let them exec anymore. I legit don't understand what's going on anymore.
I'm really wondering what do the comms sound like for Bleed right now. Talon, on the other hand, I mean, you're absolutely right. Dictating the pace with all of these little movements, these little plays, tricking Bleed into biting the bait. So there has to be some adjustment now, because after this, you're starting to wonder, are they going to go into B again? I mean, that's what we've seen for the past 2 rounds. Scary goes into investigate with the cascade. Ye with the blades up onto the A site.
And they traded him so
take down his
fast.
counterpart. They know the hit is coming towards the spot right now.
Oh my
Don't
god.
quite have the
Nice
firepower.
shot.
Jit Boys very sharp with it. Darren coming in for a bit of trade. The Thrash able to connect and land as well. No mercy against Bleed.
You love it. I mean, you absolutely love to see it. Talon is a runaway freight train. 7 rounds in a row that they've strung together. All lockdown as well to play with.
I mean, what the fuck do you even do?
Oh boy.
But man, oh man, there is just no stopping them. Yeah, Blade got, Ye got 1 with the blades.
What do you mean 11
That
loss
was it.
streak?
We just haven't seen that same level of explosiveness.
Yeah, the reads for Bleed.
Now.
Although we have some kills, no explosiveness,
Yes, talking about.
no like adjustments. The reads against whatever Talon's trying to pull off, not quite there, Paper Kid.
I agree. And you're not seeing those incredible multi-kills that display technical prowess that you're used to with these Bleed players. And it's really disjointed, and it's still sensing some uncomfortableness out of players like Zest on this Gecko.
Holy fuck.
Okay, there you go.
You should run.
Now going in with the A defaults. Got the tailwind and updraft up onto the top of generator. Spike planted. High tide blocking everything off.
Holy fuck. That is...
Governor.
Lockdown just blocked.
That is frightening.
Expect this.
Surely they have to, but if not, at least a couple of players going down. Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
Such a big burst. 2 players
remaining.
just eating it. Now Ban chiming in as well. Talon. Uneasy lies ahead that wears the crown, but Cruz with the calling, reading and playing the map. The rest of his team executing his plans to perfection.
It's just wonderful what they're doing. I am so impressed.
Our boy
with the way
needs
that
help.
They're using the map to their advantage, constantly taking different positions, constantly
That
showing
match page
different
needs
looks on the
CPR.
attempted retake. And there was some awareness of Bleed that position could be where Governor was, but he's just better. He's just better right now. And now you're going to
Landing
double
first
op.
shot, yeah.
You're going to double op his talent. Why not?
Last round of the first half. Let's go.
Yeah, Ban 1 away from another no command, so he just gets that 1 pick, and then you can potentially shut down any of those big ults that are sitting in Bleed's hands, because they've got 3.
The mental damage. He wants to pick it, but unfortunately, he's the one who's getting picked instead. Governor gets the Blade Storm off of that.
He's laughing at him.
They have the option to swap back to the rifles.
The governor's laughing.
And Talon just absolutely read and
He's
anticipated.
giggling.
Perfect. Every time, every step since Lotus has been Talon ahead. They've been 2 steps forward after going 1 step back.
God.
Zest, you insane person. Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking laugh now, motherfucker.
Just an absolute mad lad who walks forward by himself, finds a couple, evens out the numbers a little bit. That's not too bad for Bleed right now. If Scary can pull out the clutch. Talon feels the pressure, they feel the heat, so back
Low-key
on
insane fake.
Surf has called it clear. I'm pretty sure that Scary is right around the corner, might have heard a little something, so coming back in to investigate with that Guardian, but playing it safe enough to rendezvous with Darian before he goes in for the hit.
These lurks pay off so well for Talon. Let's remove information on the map. Great Dizzy there.
Right.
Let's them know.
Why did he throw away that
Give up a
Dizzy?
little bit
Could have
more
used
space,
it
try to make this
when they
retake a little
defused.
bit easier.
The little KO pushes to
sir,
clear the high tide.
Oh yeah, I love it. Genius.
But here we go. Fragment and Fleet are trying to do what they can, able to deal with the front side. Now watching over onto the next. Scary sticks the boost all the way, almost through, but Ben just gunning things down at the right time, cracking the shields, making him go prone,
I
and
mean,
that's gonna
fuck me.
be
They are getting
it's
O.
the end of the first half. Talon very dominant start.
I don't want to say comp diff, but
I mean, it's
that's what happens when you have Arbor and no
must-win
Viper.
pistol coming up, and the only rounds that Bleed is able to win in that first half were an eco and the follow-up after that. It's just, it's incredible. And the one thing that really impressed me these last couple maps is a way that Talon is able to use the information. The comms are good, right? Like, Surf is all over the place. He's going around the world, and he's still got the connection with Cruz. He's still got that signal.
And he's got help from like Jip Boys as well.
Why are you guys typing help your friend like he's like some starving boy in Africa in need of my help? Like, bruh, he's doing just fine. Trust me. Like, what is happening?
Yes, like, come on over. Site's clear. Water's fine. Even though it's icebox, it's not frozen over yet, so... Come on over, man. Brilliant stuff we're seeing from it. It's like as this match has gone on, Talon has gotten better and better and better.
That's right. Coordination, cohesion, it's all working out for them. The protocols are pristine. Even if that
It is what it
round,
is,
you saw
guys.
Governor up on top of screens, even if he does take a bit of contact, Cruz was right underneath him to support with that off angle.
Yeah.
There's so much going right for Talon right now that unless Bleed
Are you
able to
African?
pick up
Exactly.
this
That's
pistol
why I
right
can
now,
say that.
it's,
I was at one point a starving boy.
Yeah, I agree.
Africa.
It has to be. And you can see that even investing in 2 sheriffs and 3 ghosts to try to get this done for Bleed. I mean, they're going big or going home, and you have to. Absolutely right play. I think
Now we feed you.
already across over to the pipes, but it's going to be backed off by the utility. 0 point going to connect. Jip Boys not going to feel comfortable. And a maneuver away for now for Talon, but look how much space they have on B. Look how much information they have.
They know.
Bang. Jesus.
Scary is watching the back though, so don't want to overextend all too much. Taking the bigger, wider angles. Oh, but just sniped down with the sheriff from Governor. There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Talon Governor. The rest of them now, after getting that bit of
That was
contact,
pretty
come back in
cringe,
for a bit
I'm
of
sorry.
trade. Cruz just jump peeks it, gets all of the
That's a
information.
tough one.
Talon are in control.
There's a new sheriff in town. His name is Governor. What
You would think it'd be
is happening? Why am I hating for no
a
reason?
downgrade to go to a sheriff from being a governor, but in this case,
Chill, guys.
I think they'll take it. I think it's totally
I'm low-key
fine.
just mad they didn't shout me out.
I'm like
incredible.
remembering that VCT Pacific video where they're talking about the outlaw.
Yeah.
30 seconds
That was a
left.
great video, by the way. I loved the way they put that together.
Shout out to the team that makes it happen. But here we go.
There he is.
Yay.
That's our fucking
Wanting
goat right
to take
there.
the fight down.
Governor, do
Goes
not
up,
peek my goat.
Able to shoot down
You're gonna
Van.
die, bro.
Governor in for a bit of a trade. Now holding on to positions. Darian comes back in to fight as well.
Oh my
All
god,
these
we have
vids
some life.
flying, and it's going to be Zest
We
who
have some
sticks the
life
plant.
left.
Cruz now in position.
Bang,
but
baby.
Shot down by Darian with the ghost, a whisper that pulls Bleed back into number 3.
Low key though, I can't be asked for a
it felt
comeback
like,
right
it felt
now.
like Talon was going to win that. With
Y'all
how
know
much
what I'm
control
saying?
of the
Like,
map
we
they had,
cannot be asked
with
for
that
a
opening
comeback,
kick from
right?
Governor. And now you just have to going even deeper into the economy. You have to keep winning. You have to keep snowballing. If you're Bleed, Darian having a really nice round for himself, kind of matching a little bit, a very, very little bit of what Ban was doing on the other side.
Like, surely we wrap
but
this
man,
up. Like, Ye's my boy and all, but like,
Still
fuck.
good.
Yeah, oh no, yeah.
Throw me
It
a
shows
bone
that
here,
we
man.
aren't just like asleep.
Here.
And Ye's definitely not asleep, getting that walk-up duel like that. Darian here to back him up. So a bit of that tandem, that duo working together again, and Bleed needs so much more of it. Got a couple of upgraded pistols, just keeping it in the bank. Reading Talon's positions on the A site. They know that it's potentially not safe to push through given the toxic screen. So Talon has a bit of a pistol plan now. Interesting strat.
And it works. And it works. And then
Relta.
come back around screens. It's like they knew what the protocol would be. That there'd be just the killjoy, and they could overstack that angle.
Hey, then you got that separate squad again going in to retrieve the weapon. It was fallen, and the rest of them now trying to do what they can all the way from rafters, from behind. They took down Scary.
Every piece of damage that Talon does here is just more painful for Bleed.
Dizzy tossed out, wingman here, under hell.
Your forehead is
Raptors,
reflecting so
nobody's
much
available.
light.
Surf
It might increase the
do a bit
light
more damage.
pollution
Bleed
in the
slowly
Western
thinning down his
Hemisphere.
numbers.
Wow.
One
Venom.
enemy remaining.
All right,
Any
he's
mods
gone
left?
over to the Ghost, just protecting the spike with his life.
Well, he's going to lose this Phantom potentially.
Nah,
Why?
I think he's. Oh, yeah, able to make
pretty
it out.
funny, though.
So close.
So although it is a win for Bleed in this round, the damage sustained. Gotta repair the hull of that ship.
I thought Jim Boys was going to catch him on the exit.
Possible.
Oh my god.
I'm
My
like
mic.
that confident in Talon
Dude,
right now.
please,
like, with the way they're
guys,
playing, I'm like
please
everything
no
they do.
comeback.
One split second.
Unless Ye aces every round, I don't care
So
for
I
a
thought he might
comeback.
lose it, but yay, that's very fortunate he's able to hang on to that Phantom. And then, I mean, he's still focused. He's still dialed
Good.
in.
Stay in the
But look at Governor's already one away from a Blade Storm. So even if they go on an eco, they lose this round. Could have a game-changing all.
And what happened to that glass half full paper thin?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Well, it's now it's Talon's glass. It's not Bleed's glass anymore.
Talon glass from the Talon team capsule.
That's right. All it took was that moment.
Do you think Bleed drops Ye?
that was the game-changing play to show us the castle.
I'm gonna
Classic.
play the opposite of paper thin right now. I'm gonna be devil's advocate.
Honestly, I don't know.
Bleed,
Maybe they.
you know, with that round,
They have Harbor
some of them
instead of
are
Viper,
missiles,
so I don't know
they
what they're
buy
capable
back
of.
up. They've got the rifles. If they can convert this to the bonus, perhaps you might be able to see some more rounds coming from them, and then maybe you have a bit more of a shot. And not only that, that would instill a lot more hope and confidence in the rest of the teammates. And all
You
it
once had a
started,
Harbor
all
on
it
your
took
team
was one
at Viper
player
with Harbor.
to make it happen. Sometimes that's what you need. Yay, going in for some of these duels that way. Once the rest of the team
I got a
sees that
forehead
he's
capable
doing it,
of lighting up
he's
the
putting in
Western
effort, he's putting
Hemisphere,
in the
but
work.
inside
I
that
have to
forehead
do
is
the
a
same thing.
massive ass
Look, I
brain.
have no doubt that these players are capable of turning it around. Bit of a dash in and out for Ye, trying to poke and prod, trying to figure out what's going on. A huge util dump on top of him, and Surf gonna find one, find two.
Spike down.
Puts up the
A.
wall. Now there's a green wall in front of Bleed. They can't break through
Wait.
with 10 seconds left.
enemy
Holding some of
remaining.
these angles. Good shots. No Scary up on the zip
So
line.
Scary? Oh no, he
Zip
doesn't have
Boys
time.
is not quite having the help, but running out of time. 4
He doesn't
seconds
have it.
left.
Yeah,
He
it's
can't
over.
get the plant. Governor knows it.
Oh no,
I love when
Not
Paper
like
Thin
this.
goes hi
not like this.
hi.
Yeah. I can't believe Scary hit that shot from a rope.
That was a little bit of a circus play, but still, I mean, it just tells you that Talon are holding the positions, throwing a little bit of
Yo,
shade.
chill, bro. They
Once
don't
you
have
got
Viper.
Scary.
You have to yell at them.
He said he was back.
They legit don't have Viper.
Everyone Ascension.
I mean, he was good early.
He was.
He's been pretty good.
You
today.
about to pie?
The best player for Bleed, hands down.
True that.
Could you imagine?
It's him in the IGL role. Look good to start. Since then,
Oh,
it seems
shit.
like he's not really able to kind of keep his grasp on the map. But that's a huge credit to Talon and putting Cruz back into the leadership role, knowing that he has a ton of that experience. He's been there, done that, and he's able to keep his mental in check through 3 maps.
I concur. That's really what's happening right now, and it just feels so great if you're on Talon right now. That's why Surf is popping off, because ex-teammates, once again.
Here we go.
Mosh pit lineup.
This is his
back in.
round. I can
They
feel it,
got all
Chad.
the space. Bleed. Ooh, bit of a blind spray catches
That's
an
one.
unsuspecting Jit Boys. Now Bleed, although they lost the previous round, still very much in this race.
You just got the nanos on the spike, so you got to play up close and personal here as
Interesting.
Bleed. Don't have any other post plant utility really. You do have a reckoning, and it's gonna just be a save for Talon. Yeah, this is right. This is the
We're
correct play
saving?
because
Fucking
look at it.
cowards.
you have, yeah. Look at the economy and look how many rounds you have ahead of you.
True.
It's a long road before Bleed even comes close to making this look like it's a contentious map.
Swarm grenade out.
And what I'm thinking about is the next few rounds. Yay, Scary.
How did this go 3
Ultimates.
now?
True.
A lot of potential that they can make happen with those tools.
Grab an orb for Zest. Get that, get that thrash. A lot of tools.
So it's possible for
Low-key
Bleed to
good
climb
save, though.
back up.
It's fine.
Meanwhile, for Talon right now, just needing 2 more rounds.
If Bleed get to 8, I
They've done a
believe.
good job so far. They've shown us really interesting strats, especially with some of the pistol ones where they wrap back around through screens.
Anyone else tired or no?
Team holding some of these defensive angles up on the A site. What are they going to do next?
No?
Boys
That was wide
serve.
fucking awake?
Maybe gonna have a lot of pressure in their face. Jit Boys seemingly took that 0 point intentionally. Kind of curious.
This guy said, I'm just bored.
Round in this crossfire.
Not tired, just
Rotation
bored.
now from Cruz and Ban. So this is going to be a pretty tough take. These ultimates, if they're gonna come out, are gonna have to hit, and they're gonna have to hit hard. Go, no, not like that.
Ratla.
Timing.
Come on, brother.
Just a little bit unlucky, but still, the rest of the team have their protocols. to push up
Damn.
onto the B site off of the high tide.
Ye said, I'll do it
Some of the
myself.
easy tosses. Ye has
I'll do it
collected
myself.
up on so much space. Cruz holds his ground though. Surf comes back in, anticipating
mind.
some of these angles. Now 2 players left, and Scary has his work cut out for him. Cove down, cuts off mid, tries to hold it off. Zest still alive,
look at
has the
that.
thrash, needs to play for time. Tries to stay alive too. They might not know that Scary's still here.
Player
Oh, but
standing.
then the sudden peek out from Surf. He
GG.
crouches, not quite able to connect the shot. And a 1-on-3, not quite doable for Zest. He just peeks out, trying to do what he can, but that's going to be it for now. Talon reaching match point.
Yeah, and it's just a lot of confusion, a little bit of indecision for Bleed cost them. You know, Retla coming back in. Looks like he's not quite fully integrated.
Sorry. I had to get my
Not quite aware of
frustration out.
the open space that's being left open on the map.
I watched
Governor
3
makes
maps to
pay,
see Ye
Governor
lose
swoops
again.
in to collect that last kill, and now you're 1 away
Could have just
from
slept.
Talon taking this match
Shit.
after losing their map pick of Lotus in a position where they can have a great start to stage 1.
I mean, the trend of it right now, it's as these teams try to pull off some of these lurks, it doesn't quite work out for Bleed. Meanwhile, you've got players like Surf and Jit Boys just working so well as a duo. Look at how they're
Good
positioned
flash.
again
Bang.
on B. Knowing that, all right, Bleed's going to try to go in for this. Both teams rotated over. Governor trying to set up a bit of a flank.
Kid yourself,
Ye
Bond.
with the angle now hops up and finds Ban with his knife.
Another first blood for our boy.
Bit of a flying knife now. The rest of the team just trying to work against the spike plant.
Oh,
Scary
God. We're gonna
able to
have another
catch
round.
a player as he tries to shoot out. Darian holding the angle, turning this firefight into an advantageous one for Bleed. Surf wanting to fight back.
pick you
Governor
up
no
real quick,
longer
brother.
going in for the flank. Too many players ahead of them. So it's going to be back to a save. We have the advantage. No need to do all too much.
Yep. I love that they're very aware that they don't need to give any extra to
Bro,
Bleed.
the
Great,
Dallas
great
area
execute
code.
here.
Y'all are crazy.
A lot of knowledge in where that high tide is going to be for Ye, knowing that he has just enough of an angle to catch players if they swing wide out towards Snowman. And then Scary getting a big pick on the Jit Boys. That's basically the round done. Not able to stop
I mean,
the
to be
defuse
fair, Ye is
for
playing
Talon.
fine.
They tried to commit to it. They tried to. But they just came up short of being able to clear the wingman. Because Cove wasn't invested
It's not
there, right?
fucking
Cove was
hard
saying,
carrying, but it's
for
not
that
like
res on the
easy.
Darion. So, not really too big of a deal in terms of the long-term scope of things, but I would be more
excited about that res on a Darion if it just didn't take one more round for Talon. Because that would have been a huge turn of economy, right? Like, you're able to keep
Like,
your
what do
gun
you
in
guys
that
expect this guy to
situation,
do?
Like that, but instead, it's like, well, they
Not fucking
need to
Superman.
win every round anyway. And they have plenty of money, so... Plenty of ults in the bag. Talon going to be working with some of their own governor up and over. Huge.
That's immature as fuck.
It's Zast.
Just a
God.
big investment.
Well, they don't know about this, right?
While Bleed
Are they aware?
are able to pull off some surprises like the
Oh my
previous
god,
round.
they're just jogging. Look at
I'm
him.
going to read this.
When it goes back into
Okay,
it,
governor is fucked.
Yeah,
Can we
heard
knife
that,
him at
bro.
least?
now making use of mid, exactly. The new governor did something. Now trying to
Oh,
look
God.
for him. Spotted him
Bang,
out.
another first
There's
blood.
the site captured. Gonna have to make use of some of these positions though. Retla now dipping back and forth.
Jesus, Retla looks like he's on a different
See
planet,
anyone
bro.
though?
No.
Talon putting themselves in position.
Oh god, Retla's on another galaxy.
Going to be used this time to make sure the plant goes down.
Planted.
But I like what Bleed does here. They recognize the open space in the kitchen quickly, take advantage of it, give themselves a chance here in this
Sorry,
round.
Relta. Is it Relta?
All right. 0
It's
point.
Retla.
The side is clear. They know they are all around yellow and green. They've got the Thrash, sends it out, timing a little bit off. Thrash doesn't quite connect, but Surf some peaks off.
Don't worry, our boy has
Now
us.
it's gonna be down to Ye. Jitboy sticking the defuse. He's got the poison cloud.
GG.
Surf pressures on.
Holy
13 to
fuck.
6.
Oh my god. This
Such
took
a
everything
big
out of me and I didn't even play a
triumphant win
single
for
round.
Talent Esports and some of the players, Surf and Cruz, as they play against their ex-teammate Scary.
I'm deceased.
Awesome. The way that they just kept getting better, they're able to shrug off that loss on Lotus, and from there it just felt like they were in firm control of the pace of this game. They were
Y'all want me to
in firm
refresh this or
control
no?
over the information. Everything seemed to be going their way. They made great reads. They found great timings for their lurks, for their picks, and Bleed never quite found the answers.
Oh fuck.
Some cool stuff. Lotus was great for Bleed. I love the way they played that map. After that, it seemed like they just weren't quite all there. It didn't seem like they really had that same synergy. It didn't seem like they had that same ability to kind of
15
control the
first
map, to kind of read
kills.
the way that their opponents were using their utility and things like that.
Not
I
bad.
don't think you should be super discouraged as a Bleed fan, but yeah, it's still taking some time with these new players on their new agents. Zest didn't look super comfortable on the Gecko, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like he's obviously been well known for his Sova play in particular.
I mean, bruh, we're not picking Harbor as a solo controller. Are we smoking that good shit?
Icebox was not quite what I expected.
I think that's one of the things. They've got the players, they've got the experience, but just takes a little bit more time. The rest of it will be broken down by our analyst desk. Congratulations, Talent Esports.
Yeah, see, Ye isn't even playing bad.
Talon wins their
Facts,
first
dude. This
championship
guy must be in my
points
chat.
this full best of 3. Their groove just got stronger and stronger.
Only here 'cause
around
bored.
that pass,
Definitely in my
especially on
chat.
Icebox.
Yeah, I mean, this was pretty damn concise. I mean, it was a little bit of a rocky start. As you saw there at the beginning, they were able to start things off nicely, but then immediately drop the follow-up on the anti-eco. But they were able to right the ship and basically knock it out of the
Okay, when
driver's
are these
seat the whole
matches?
rest of this map. Talon
G2,
with
10 hours
very
from now.
strong read governor with, continued pop-up performances. Saw that starting on that last map, and that very much carried over for him going back over onto this jet on Icebox, where he was just having a whale of a time. I mean, just blowing people down left, right, and center.
Is it bad to expect more?
When we come back
No,
to Icebox, it feels like
I
there
guess
was a
not.
curse on the KO, but that didn't seem the case here for Talon. We saw how well they kind of adapted to it, and the way that they approached it was so well done. You'd see that it wasn't really Ban that was starting up the initiations on the KO. He wasn't really throwing the flashes for the most part. He was actually waiting for Cruz to get things started with that Gecko first. Then he supplemented things as the follow-up, and that made it, in your point, easier for Governor to start doing those entry frags into the site.
Now, Bleed did try their darndest in the second half. They climbed back a bit, but it just wasn't enough.
No, I think it was just a little bit too far gone. As soon as Talon got up to 12, it felt like, I mean, it always feels that way in those kind of moments where it just feels like this is impossible. Being able to claw back, 6 consecutive rounds of force out in overtime and then be able to get the win, it just seems so unlikely. And that's the problem, is that, you yourself, when you're playing the game, when you're in that position, you will feel defeated already, even though the game is not necessarily over. Paperthin was talking about it. We had mentioned it. I do think that this Gecko coming out here from Zest, this is something that very much needs to be workshopped a little bit more.